at the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good morning, Johnny.
Morning, Richard.
morning.
How are you today?
Shen me. It's Charlie Day. I
Charlie Day.
haven't done this in too long.
I know. Finally, we're here. I can't believe it's been so long, though.
It's
almost-
our
it's been more
schedules
than a
were
month.
crazy. Yeah, so we apologize. I just want to reiterate off the top of the hour here. We had a massive delay in terms of bring the chat in here. In terms of continuing this limited series podcast with Zhou Shen, because our schedules didn't allow us to do more than a 90-minute reaction over the last few weeks, and it needed to be done. And since then, since it took so long, we decided, why are we reacting only to Las Vegas? He's touring the world. Let's do them all.
Let's do them all.
Why
All of
stop
them.
at Vegas?
Seriously, yeah.
So the plan
Give people what
is,
they want, I say. You know, I mean,
Exactly.
everybody wants it.
including us, maybe a little self-serving desire mixed in there.
Exactly.
But obviously, during his shows, his concert, he was doing the audience choices. So every city has, a variety of songs mixed in, and some crazy events take place, funny moments or whatever in one city versus another. So that is the plan. We've extended this. This is part one. We were planning part 1 and 2. We already know there's no way it's going to happen in just part 1 and 2. There's like
I'm not
40
complaining.
songs by the time we get to the end of this. So we're just going to
No
keep it
complaints
going.
here. Yep.
Yeah, so very excited to get started. And we see so many people already in the chat. 432 people already here. Welcome, welcome.
Including your mother.
Mom's
Hi,
here.
Sue. Yep.
Morning, Mom.
So supportive.
So supportive. Before we begin, I have a very exciting little added button to
You do?
I do. And we all know every time I add a button, things go
More things go
perfectly
wrong.
smooth.
Yes.
So I'm going to apologize in
More
advance.
opportunities.
So I believe I have it set up correctly. Johnny, you know nothing about this. Could you please,
Mm-mm.
if you just kind of I want to see the palm of your hand, maybe put it in the opposite corner, like right above the support us tag.
Wait, this is other
No,
side.
the other side right there. So let's see if you can get your hand.
So
So go a
disorienting.
little bit lower. Oh no, back, down, right there. Right there. Don't move.
All
Are you
right.
ready?
Yep.
Are you ready? Let's see if you can catch him. You caught him!
Yeah.
You caught a little rice man. Look, he can jump up and he can jump down. Isn't he adorable?
Yes. Oh, yes, he is. That's great. That's
Thank
really
you.
great.
This, if you saw our travel adventure, Alice, I don't remember your last name. Hopefully you're here. I think she had to work tonight, but she drew this for us holding a little Throga flag. So Little Rice Man is joining us. Mizi, I believe, is the nickname for the Little Rice
You
Man.
see.
Let's.
I just love all the little Rice Man merchandise that we got, or paraphernalia, whatever you want to call
Yes.
it. He's just the greatest character. Yes.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I missed my.
Oh, no,
I missed
you're
my
fine.
line.
You're fine. Let me hit
Yes, if
one
you
more
haven't
time.
already, people out there, please hit like and subscribe, ring that bell, so you always know what content we are coming up with at all times.
And please be sure to click on the link below in the description where you can buy a coffee. Help support this page, this channel, and podcasts just like this. You can also become a Thronely member, which gives you exclusive access to our Sunday shorts. We just did a couple to Zhou Shen, actually this past week, will coming out this Sunday. And while you're there, if you are interested in learning how to write a song or improve your songwriting skills, you can book a one-on-one Zoom lesson with Johnny or singing lessons with myself. You can never have too many rice men on a screen at once.
Oh, my Rice Man has a Rice Man. It's meta.
It's very meta.
It's Very meta.
Oh, I love
A little
it.
self-serving, Rice Man, but it's okay. The cuteness is...
That's okay. Absolutely. So, as mentioned, we're going to kind of hop around from city to city a little bit. We're going to focus mostly on Las Vegas today. That is the show that we attended on February 28th. Wow.
I just can't believe it's already been a month. The time is just...
Oh my God.
You
It's
know.
so fast. And so we're going to start with
Oh,
that.
hi.
And then we're going to have a couple videos from Seattle today. I think one and a couple from New York City as well. I don't know how far we're going to get. One of the absolute number one requests that we must see. Apparently something went completely sideways in Melbourne this past weekend. So if we get to...
That's right up
what
our
is it?
alley.
It is. What was the song? Was it The Memory Store? No. Oh, the Song of Heaven Island. I don't know if we're going to get that far today, but if we do, we got you. We are absolutely going to react to that one. I can't wait to see what happens. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Starting with...
Got his little flag.
I know. I love it. So, starting with our opening, one of the things that we mentioned this in our travel adventure, really the only complaint we had at all about the entire experience was I think it was the AI attempted generation of subtitles as Charlie was speaking, and
You know.
it was a mess. We couldn't keep up with it, and it was we just found it distracting a little bit.
One time that the English-speaking part of the world doesn't completely cater to. It's
I
hard
know.
to
I know.
adjust to, you know.
It broke us. So Gaia was kind enough to hook me up with a little translation here. So let me read this in the intro. So we're going to hear Charlie speak, and then we go right into the song Passing Through. But I want to read this up front because Johnny and I don't know this, and for those of you joining us who don't speak Chinese or weren't there, that you have an idea of what it is. It says, Hertz refers to the number of sound waves per second. 9.29 hertz is an infrasound wave that is inaudible to human ears, but has great energy. Just like me in the past, I could not be heard by others, but because of you, I chose to heal, which in turn gave me a brand new meaning. Deep in the ravine, there are always people looking up at the stars, alone in the vast universe, and feel the power of life. Gather the sun, moon, stars, wind, and snow into the sound, and those in the dark will surely see the light. Welcome to 9.29 hertz, and find the ones who have the same wave and frequency in your life. Music is the path which leads to discover each other, and the moments together will be more meaningful.
What a great energy to start a show with. That's
just awesome. I wish I was able to read that at the time, but I definitely felt the energy while being there. So
yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Here we go. This is November. I can't wait. I feel like we're seeing it for the first time because a month just went by, and I'm so excited to relive this. So here we go.
Robbie, tears already.
赫兹
Are you two hold it
是音量
together?
声音波动的次数。9.29赫兹是一段人耳听不到却能量极大的次声波，就像从前的我无法被人听到，却因为有了你
It's a phone recording, but you can hear how good the sound is in the room
不
too.
同的意义。
Very good.
This is from Gaia's camera, by the way. She hooked us up with this first video.
Oh, okay.
So we were above her in the balcony, along with Robbie.
深陷高河之中，总有人仰望星空，置身浩瀚的宇宙，感知生命的力量，将日月、星辰、风雪都收在 声音，那些在黑暗中的人也必定
Graphics are healing in a way.
Visual with the energy.
Light,
Now that we
everything
know what he
coming
was
together.
saying. Yeah.
欢迎来到
Exactly.
9.29赫兹，一起找到生命中拥有同样波动、同样频率的你。
Latte was over to the left someplace.
Yep, on the other side.
音乐只是我们相识的方式，我们的相聚才更有意义。
Passing through.
生命前方，前方它的月亮，人们笑着光芒，人怎么不一样？爱你我一人，怎么说不然？安慰了有家，谁就说散。 上面那种城墙，去见它的月亮。破碎几次心脏，得来这句真相。是经过照亮，四方皆如光。若你生日有刺，落在树上。 你们都是对的，他说拜托不要太想，让我打碎一场，天堂之上，给现实两三场，让我穿白披上，我疯人想，距离看到月光，风把根本见亮，几点的话，我永远不想问。
All right, little pause here.
Mm.
I'm just, as I'm revisiting this, of course there's the nostalgia from a month ago. But which seems weird to say, but when you're in that setting and he's singing and the music and the meaning of the music and the energy that we're all discussing, just like Sally suggested earlier, it's kind of a dream state. So
Yeah.
you're transported to, and I guess every concert has a little bit of that surrealism mixed in with it, but the dream state that you're in as you're absorbing this, which is why 3 hours went by so quick and everything else, I feel like I watched this in a different dimension. It was like there's a separation from my day-to-day and earthly whatever.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Well, absolutely. But also, yeah, it just, it takes you right back. Music has that ability more than anything to,
Yes.
I still hear a song now and I think of high school and the lunch in the cafeteria. It's just, and I can smell the smells. I can feel all the feelings that I had at that point.
Is that a nightmare or a dream?
Well, I guess it depends on who you're asking. It was fine for me. Yeah, no, it is magical that I can feel myself in that arena again.
Yes.
And I just remember the feeling that I had listening to this first song, where you hear his voice for the first time after the illness, and there's kind of that anticipation and that not anxiety, but just the curiosity. It's like, how is he going to sound? And immediately you're at ease. It's because he sounded it sounded great. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's in general, when you have a good singer, they can put you at ease just in general, I think.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I know everybody said the next night, he sounded even better. And we're going to check out some other different performances today. So there'll be a little variety there. But I think there was a lot of that, probably even in his own mind, because the pressure after having to cancel, which is the most horrifying thing to do as an artist. It's like,
God.
it's just, you have to take care of yourself so you can continue to do more shows. So it's so good that he did that, but I know he felt incredibly guilty. So to come
when I have
out,
to cancel a bar gig in my little city, I feel guilty. So I can
Right.
imagine with him, it's a big decision.
yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
So to come out and just hear that tone. So even though he might not be, I feel like his voice was pretty close to 100%. Maybe not. I think more as reflecting on what we saw. I think more likely what do I want to say? I think more like what we heard was just some of that nervous energy. This is the first show, supposed to be the second show of a world tour, first time North America performance. There's so much on that he had to, like, just the adrenaline rush and
Oh, yeah.
just everything in his body to keep calm and cool with that just as a human is really difficult to do. So I feel like some of that may have interfered with his sense of ease. All that being said, I absolutely 100% remember just feeling joy and gratitude from this performance, because that's
Yeah.
what he brings to the stage.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Absolutely.
Anyway, we'll continue on here.
Yes.
我找月亮，努力通过，发现过，不见过，你
I mean, his tone's right on there.
是我，发现过，不见过，你是你，我是我。
Yeah.
正如前人所说，每个心都有伤。 笑在不是公道，是人付出代价。全忘你以后，忍受对与错，结果自就很好，不经过你想。
Sense of ease there.
Oh, yeah.
Right there, I will tell you, that is the moment I felt good for him. Because the vocal coach in me is just always, there's always that layer of assessment, not in a judgy, negative way, but just like you with, like, you hear chords, you hear a song,
Yeah.
you hear the chords, you know what's happening. When I hear someone
Right.
sing, that part of my brain is just always there. When
Yeah,
he
you're on
got
alert,
to
yeah.
that higher end of falsetto, higher end of head voice, just entering falsetto in that moment, meaning the folds thinned and separated slightly, to get a pure tone at a low range of the falsetto where it overlaps head voice requires the folds to thin and be incredibly flexible. So that moment was he's good. Like, I just internally, I was like, all right, now I can enjoy the rest of the show, because I had
know.
a little bit of that fan anxiety. How is he going to do everything else? In that moment, I'll back it up again. With
Yeah.
the vibrato, it was like, he's good to go.
Even if illness isn't a factor, when you're that skilled of a singer and you have the spectrum of your ability is so wide, and people expect that amount of
Right.
working on all cylinders to the highest extent, it's gotta be just
Incredible.
it's an amazing honor to have that ability, but it's a big weight. It's a big weight to
Mhm.
carry.
Now the rest is him just getting comfortable.
让我满足一场，天堂之上，被现实两三转。让我转换一下，我风人想。
February 28th. Welcome, Jim.
Oh God, I love him. I love him so much.
Oh, this brings so much joy. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like watching, being a proud parent, watching your child do a floor exercise in the Olympics as a gymnast, and once they get past that first big jump, it's like, okay, we're good. That's exactly what it's like.
Yes, except we are not his parent or of any say or responsibility or attachment
I'm a
whatsoever.
Parent. I'm a parent now. Okay.
Of a baby Mizi. Baby Rice Man.
Yes.
Real quick, I want to thank our first super chat that came in. Thank you so much. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you. And look who just showed up. It's Crazy Pig. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. Greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I got some coffee buyers too. Thank you to Chris. She bought a coffee. She says, thank you, Richard, Johnny, and Rice Man.
Thank you, Chris.
He's very happy, always. Stephanie Chong bought 6 coffees. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Stephanie.
She said, good morning. Thanks for reacting. Our pleasure. And then we got Robbie. I don't know if it's the Robbie.
I think it is. I thought I saw. Hold on. I saw Robbie put something in here. Robbie, we hung out with quite a bit. He was so much fun. He was there the same night. He was a few rows behind us, so we didn't get to see so much. I don't know. I lost him in the chat.
For those of you who got that met us and talked to us and took pictures, Robbie was the other tall man besides me, and he was the one taking the pictures. He was such a help.
Yeah.
Such a good hang, too. He's an awesome guy. Yep. So thank you for letting us relive this journey together as Shenmi and Jaime family.
Yes. Yeah, we learned the term Jaime as well. We didn't know that. So the international fans. And Ellie Wang, thank you so much. Thank you for the super sticker. Okay. Next up is...
What did Brigitte say?
Monsters.
That, Johnny. I don't know what she's talking about. Anyway.
Yes, it was Robbie. That's what I thought it was.
Okay.
Jin, you asked, please let us know more about the differences between Charlie's concert with other Western singers' concert. Kind of an interesting question because I don't know. I have to think about that one. It's a good question, but I don't know if we can surmise with that because I've only seen certain number of performances at that tier, right? Where, selling out shows where there's a quality budget and everything else. And every band, every artist has something of their own. And usually the bands that are really successful know how to kind of market and present themselves in their lane to their audience. Mm-hmm. But it is an interesting question. I'm going to think about that one.
Yeah. Oh, I know what she's talking about. It's because I got to experience this concert and not the J-Hope concert as well. So
we're just gonna keep bringing that up.
Yeah, I'm so glad for you guys.
All right, here we go. This is Monsters. This is such a good song.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Son Billy here.
Oh,
sound would be awesome. Oh, please don't let this happen again. Oh no, it's muted. It's just like.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
I'll make this a little bit bigger. All right, here we go. Let me start this over.
I see a monster. I see a pain.
Oh.
Tell me your problems. I'll chase them away. I'll be your lighthouse. I'll make it okay. When I see the monsters, I'll stand as so brave and chase them all away. In the dark, we stand apart. We.
Billy.
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 Oh,
Never see that the things we made are staring right at us. You just want high, you never show us why. Standing alone when you need someone, you can hardly think about what you see. All the the money, take your time, you will find me. I see your monsters, I see your pain. Tell me your problems, I will chase them away.
So a couple of things I want to point out here. So I want to respond to a couple, multiple things. One, in the chat, I see some comparisons of, some Western or Eastern performances. And I get your point with the length of the show, or maybe not having as many openers. That is common in a lot of them. But I've been to One OK Rock didn't have an opener, but again, that would not be a. They're from Japan, so that was like 2.5 hour show or whatever. But I've been to a Metallica concert where there was no opening, and it was 4 hours long. So I think you can definitely pull out exceptions from different artists, again, depending on their success and style and agenda, and how they're marketed with labels, and all of those things can have an influence in some of those things. But
Sure.
Latte pointed something out, is the versatility in genre. That's a good point. But again, that's more Charlie specific and not necessarily like Eastern Western scenario, because that's a pretty special thing that he brings to the table. That at the Metallica concert, I got one genre. I enjoyed it, but it was a lane of sound, right? So
usually for me, maybe it's just because I'm a musician. I play in a band. 3 or 4 hours is a long show.
Yeah.
So but it wasn't long for Charlie, because, like you said, it was so varied, and it takes you on such a journey that you're just it goes by in no time.
Yes, and which is awesome. Keeps you engaged. The other thing I wanted to point out in this video, so we got a nice close up. You can hear the sound a little bit different. Each position that you're in, and the Dolby Theater was incredible. We're still in, by the way, Las Vegas. This is the first night. The next video we're going to watch is going to be Seattle, so we're going to start moving around a little bit. But it is unusual for Charlie to have to pace his breathing, because it's so innate. And I just saw a moment here that I didn't catch it while I was there, maybe because visually I didn't notice it, or just the sound, I'm just taking it all in and enjoying it. We purposely didn't record it because we just wanted to enjoy everything. And you can hear a moment where he's having to catch his breath, but that's not because he lacks skill. We all know that. But anytime you have anxiety, excitement, adrenaline rush, oh man, because the way the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system from the brainstem comes down and regulates how you breathe, and your digestive system, your circulatory system. And it also has what's called a recurrent branch off the vagus nerve that wraps around the heart. The aortic arc right around the heart kind of comes back up, and it branches into the larynx. So the part of the nervous system that controls how you produce vocal sounds is the same pipeline of information from the brain that also controls your respiratory system, your circulatory system, digestive, and even reproductive system. So it's a big deal in terms of like one influencing the other. That's why you can have 1 million people sing the same song in the same key and get 1 million different versions. And that same singer, every time they sing it, has a different version because of how they're feeling, the condition of their voice, etc. But anyway,
sometimes you get 1 million different keys too.
Sometimes you get 1 million different keys, yes, and not always on purpose, depending on how excited you are. But I could hear a little restriction around his lungs. Like he's not expanding. He's not releasing his abdominal cavity how he normally would, which brings you can see it here, your diaphragm in just under it is the base of the thoracic cavity. Johnny's favorite vocal word. Cue Jurassic Park. And this dome-shaped muscle comes down, and if there's tension in the abs from moving around or any kind of like worry, because we know he was concerned to begin with, that little tension denies that natural inhale, and then that influences how he sings. Now this got easier and easier as the show went on, and we know as the tour went on, it was great. No, I don't have time for Buddy today. I see the request. I don't even have him hooked up for today, but maybe we'll bring Buddy in next week.
Yeah, yes, Latte, 1 million modulations. This is one of the few moments that modulations are not good.
So you can hear just a little like normally he would have a little bit of a cleaner sound, but you'd hear him spending extra air. It gets more breathy than he normally would. And that's just to get rid of like the air that was built up from the previous line. I don't know if you guys can catch it.
I think one of the, he's kind of, oh.
Sorry, yeah, one second.
Can't you see the clouds under your hair? I'm staying there. Let me at your face.
Right there. That is breathier than he normally would go. He took in a restricted inhale and he was like, oh, I have to spend this. Probably all subconscious. And then he cleans out more of a clean sound after that, as you can hear here.
When you need to talk it out, someone who can trust what you see.
Now he's in the chest voice and he's like, okay, there's my rhythm again. So just a little moment, and it's driven not from a lack of skill, as I mentioned, but just being human and responding to your energy, your nervous system, your excitement, all of those things that he's working out at the very beginning of a massive tour.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things. So a lot of drummers these days, they play with a click track. So they, a click track, so a metronome, basically to just keep true to the tempo of the recorded version of the song. So they have usually an earpiece and they can hear the click track and they play to that.
Right.
And that can be really good for moments like these in a concert when the adrenaline is pumping and everything.
Sorry. Oh, we're definitely bringing Buddy back for next week. It's our revenge on Billy for the pop-ups. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, so no, there's just the tendency when the adrenaline is pumping to want to go fast because fast feels normal. Everything is moving faster. So
yes,
when you hear, like the Beatles used to play everything so fast because when they're playing Shea Stadium for 70,000 people, it's your whole being is going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So yeah, so nice to have a drummer that's like, okay, this is the tempo, and you have to bring everybody has to bring it back. Because I'll tell you, on stage when you're playing and your adrenaline's pumping and you're playing the appropriate tempo, it feels so slow. It's
so slow.
You feel like you're just going through slow motion, but you just got to fight that, and then you can kind of get your equilibrium as you settle in.
We did one show once upon a time, and there was a particular song. Our drummer was so committed to the tempo. It was brilliant. But he started slow, and you had that energy of wanting to go fast. And it was like painfully slow, like, please speed up. And he's like, no, this is the tempo we started. We're going to commit. So props to him.
Yeah.
But it feels like you're in a time warp.
I know.
When those things
it's
happen.
strange.
Yeah.
It messes with your mind. Yeah.
That was Faith No More's, what was the song? Epic.
You want it all, but you can't have
really
it. Yeah.
Slow. Can you feel it? Hear it? But today.
I know.
Anyway, back to Mr. Shen. Mr. Zhou.
Take your time, you will find me. I see your monsters, I see your pain. Tell me your problems, I'll chase them away. Tell me your lifestyles, I'll make it okay. When I see your monsters, I'm scared so brave and chase them all.
Thanks for joining us, Angel.
Angel.
Blend there.
I'll stand there so brave and chase them all away.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man.
No, again, just commenting because this is the Vegas show, and this was the one that he was still recovering from. I guess you could say. Hearing it back on a recording, that's sort of the litmus test. Because when you're live, there's so many things happening, and it's like so many things get
Great
masked.
point.
So if really, I mean, so many times I've heard myself back thinking in the moment it was great, and then I hear the phone recording, I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh.
So, but just hearing that back, I mean, he sounds really awesome. Like, it's
Yes.
crystal clear.
And as a listener, that happens too, because you're kind of just, you're drunk on that dream that you're in right now, right? It's like you're seeing that performer perform, and this is your favorite song or whatever, and just the sound and the energy around you. Very often we start to hear things better than they are because that's what we want to experience. Our brain is amazing at that. And then when and like you said, the litmus test is because it's just more sterile in a recording versus the actual vibrations in the room. And yeah, he's
usually
doing
live
awesome
too. And this wasn't overly the case, but usually, you know, if there's a drummer, it's like it's like that kick drum is so. I think they overdo it with the kick drum usually in concerts, and the bass. So that masks a lot of things that are happening, a lot of frequencies. That you're just not hearing. So when you have an iPhone recording, which you don't really hear all that stuff, it kind of phases out some of the lower frequencies. So it's really his voice is at the forefront.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
Sounds really great.
So we are jumping to a Seattle performance. The next song is A Lonely Whale.
I got a couple coffees. Can I?
By all means.
Give them a shout out. Yes, Kismet Chow bought 5 coffees. Thank you, Richard and Johnny. You're very welcome.
Thank you for the love.
Angela bought 10 coffees. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting Shen. Our absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, Johnny. Did you notice anything different in my background?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Look.
Oh, is that our... I thought that was always up.
No, it's a little Shen.
Oh!
Wait,
I didn't see that. It's a little blurry. Oh my gosh.
Look! Wait, I can't hear you. Hold on a second. I forgot I was attached.
It's a little Shen. Yes, I didn't see that. It was very little.
Charlie's become part of the set.
Yeah, just actually, so my guy hangs up. So I have my LED lights for the camera, and then so mine hangs up right on one of the LED lights.
Love it.
Yep.
Okay. Where were we? We were moving on to. Thank you again for the coffees, Angelina.
Yeah.
A Lonely Whale in Seattle. We're jumping to, so we get to finally hear him on a different night. This would have been a week later, on March 5th, from what we just heard.
Yes. Sorry, I just lost my chat. I'm gonna get it back. Hold on.
Don't lose the chat.
Jen, got it.
You just misplaced 1,100 people?
I did.
That's not good.
It's not beyond my scope, believe me. So.
All right, here we go.
化身孤岛的蓝鲸，有着最巨大的身影。地下在深侧穿行，也有飞鸟在背上停。你们会吗？
Thank you, Mercury. It's so clean. And do you hear? I just want to point out, because we were just talking about the airiness. There's different degrees you can make your voice breathy. You obviously can separate your folds to make something really breathy, which is what gives it that airy sound. That like a whisper kind of mixed in with it. So of course she has the capacity to modify that degree. It can be, and with his skill set, 1% or 99.9%, whatever he wants in terms of an airy sound, when he's comfortable, when his voice is responding well, when he's in good condition, and just his I don't want to keep using the word anxiety. Just it's an adrenaline thing. It's an excitement. It's a concern. It's a form of anxiety. It's under that umbrella, but I just don't want it to have a negative connotation.
Everybody gets it, yeah.
Yeah, of course. But there is it's just out of caring. That's where any performer's anxiety is sourced from the idea of caring. You care what someone thinks. You care about your voice. You care about doing a good job for others. All these thousands of people paying to be there. So it's out of his love for his fan base that any sort of anxiety would even exist in the first place. Right. But here he's coming out of a super clean sound, as you just pointed out, and into a really well-balanced, airy sound where you can feel an intentional shift of tone as opposed to, oh no, I took too much air and I have to get rid of it and kind of reset the body. So see if you can hear the difference there from what we played before. I mean, it's just subtle, and it blends with the surrounding tone.
Absolutely.
I love hearing everybody sing with them.
I know.
Ooh, that was cool.
I had one of those sticks.
Good transition there.
Yeah, great transition.
Feel ridiculous. If I'm in a lesson with somebody, I'll hear something and I'll be like, good job. It's just like he can hear me. Keep that up.
He can feel it. He can feel it.
I love seeing Charlie surrounded by.
That is cool. Yeah,
there's a catwalk here, right? Meaning that there's a platform that allows him to go into the audience. That's what that term is. Mm-hmm. And to see him there, just the little bit we know about his background and the whole underdog story and where he came from, I just love it. I love seeing that for him.
Yeah, and I love the fact that usually a catwalk is made for
ego.
Somebody with ego. Yes.
Yes.
For lack of a better word, yeah. And it's for him, it's all of it's connection. It's just getting that much closer to his fans, I think.
Yes. As opposed to, I don't need to say.
Like Axl Rose.
Axl Rose, I was thinking. I was like,
oh, poor Axl.
I can give an example, but should I? But you dropped it, so I'm going to back you up.
The people change and evolve, and I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's gotten better, but I feel like he had
we can't confirm or deny that, but yes. joining us, Anna.
Thanks, Anna. I want to point out something real quick. Oh, after this.
Oh, it's almost done.
只要好好照顾好了自己，
Go ahead. I have something as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I just want to point out this note selection. Okay, the transitions that are happening in his voice there. So I mean, at the end he kind of belts it out more, but beginning to the middle of the song, da, 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 he's kind of going from this chest voice to head voice, and I feel like that might be his passaggio right up there, around there. It's that's the hardest place to sing in and make it that transition from head voice to chest voice
and maintain the
seamless.
same quality of tone, right? The notes themselves is a challenge in one aspect.
Threading the needle.
Right. But to be able to move between or to keep the same resonating sound and quality that's where the balance is. That's so difficult to execute, for sure.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just those little moments that can be easily overlooked. You know, you really just have to point that out, because those are really difficult things to do.
They're delicate. Yeah.
Yeah, very delicate.
And that's why you get that feeling of vulnerability, is because of how delicate it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Look who joined us. Not Robbie. You're so mistaken. Oh, so good to see you. Before, real quick, is the Alice gave me a couple notes here. What he says at the end of that last song, "A Lonely Whale," is just take good care of yourself and you will be my king and queen. That's what he phrased at the end of that, which is really sweet.
Yeah. One thing that we haven't seen yet is the in between song banter, just the talking between songs. Which that was one of my favorite parts. He was just at least at our show, and I'm sure at all the shows, just so endearing, so sweet, so funny, just wonderful personality.
And we are going to see, I think, some conversation as we move through these part 1, 2, and 3, and however many we're going to do to get through all of the songs. But we did, some of them just weren't recorded that we had necessarily have access to, and other times we cut them out just because of, we can only understand so much and react to and everything else. We want to get to the music. Yeah. But I will say his deep, genuine bows throughout the performance and his smile as he's talking and his interaction was just beautiful. Just want to reiterate that.
There's just no sense that he holds himself above anyone. It's when he's performing, he's a killer. He performs, and he's just, he floats when he's performing, literally.
Yes.
I feel like. But when it's between songs, it's just a family, a big family get together, and he talks to people like they're friends.
We love you, Joy. Thanks for hanging out with us.
See you, Joy.
That's our biker babe, Joy. She's one of our Diamond members. She probably just got to probably jump on the Harley. She's got things to do.
Yes, she does.
All right, we are circling back to Las Vegas, the first night. And this is Brightness. I think I have some notes here. And yes, I do. So he named this is the English and Chinese greetings. So he named the instant translator as Xiao Hua. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. So we didn't understand what was happening with the translator because it wasn't working well and we don't know Chinese. So he asked Zhao Hua, I think that's how you say it, to translate Bao Ni Girto. And that's his fight back when fans call him baby, because we know he doesn't like being called baby.
Don't call me baby.
It was apparently translated as baby your butt, but Charlie changed it to baby your head. So we missed all of that as it was happening. So, all right, let's see what's happening here.
Oh, gosh.
Wait. Here we go. Oh, is Alice? I think this is the Alice that drew this little.
Is it?
Yeah. Are you the one that drew the Rice Man? I want to make sure I've got the right person. I thought your last name started with H, but I couldn't remember.
Oh, the little rice man is up. Yep.
Bouncing. See, he bounces. Isn't he cute? Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll have to work on that timing. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Just like living a dream, you know? Okay, you don't know. Okay, and so I just want to say thank you a million times to everyone who ever listened to my music, especially to Shengmi. 谢谢你。And when I started planning my world tour, there is a question, like instantly popped into my head. It's, what should I say? Should I say Chinese? Should I say English? It's seriously bothering me. But after like a couple of days, I realized I probably should stick to Chinese. But don't worry about that, because we got a friend who will be translating everything I say in real time.
Kind of.
我们试一下，如果我现在说话，会有翻译出现吗？有吗？那大家给他取个名字吧。哇，好安静啊！那既然我觉得我们说的都是我们之间的一些小话，我们不如就给他取个外号叫小话，好不好？
小话。
那既然他这么厉害，那肯定要考一下他的成语翻译。你们第一个想到的成语是哪个？
And obviously, when I talk about his banter, obviously I didn't understand most of it, but it's just you get the feel of it.
Yes.
Yes.
You're still agreeing with everybody.
I know. Just like.
But what you don't see in this particular video is on the side screens. There's the large screens for everybody, like us in the back, and they would have the translations there, and they would start and then stop and then delete,
right.
and then there'd be nothing for like 30
we got little
seconds.
bits and pieces, though.
Yeah, so that's
better
what
than nothing.
There.
Yeah, better than nothing.
想考他，保你个头啊！这是个好主意啊！小话，天猫精灵。
Yeah, so they were struggling to keep up.
童师傅，咦啥？王者荣耀？哎，小话，保你个头怎么翻译啊？他翻译了吗？我也看不清。没有。他翻译的是什么 ？Yeah, baby your head 。总之非常感谢大家，然后让我觉得无论在任何时候都不会害怕，因为你们是我的光亮。
Awesome. All right, so now we're going into brightness.
My butt.
海上，季风带走沙粒，四季冷暖的交替。
多鲜活的生命，有枯萎的痕迹。
I love the feel of this.
是奔跑中突然袭来的风雨，是黑暗中一根火柴燃烧的光明。也许你猜不透未知的宿命，像流星飞向这条却不知目的。可是我却愿意相信，最渺小、最微弱、最柔软、最不悔的你。
It's a lot of one breath there.
用尽了全力，努力的回应，再不变，再不惊，再不见，再有一线生机，光亮你自己。
Nice.
莫听穿林大野声，一座女人听声，长吟不退，终一许，流年一丝。
I have no idea what he's saying, but I love it.
I do too.
Da, 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 da. It's just his play with his voice. It's so heartwarming.
I tell you, I love him. I love his voice when it's just with a piano, and I love it when it's with the band for two different reasons. When it's with a piano, obviously there's less instruments, so there's more room for his frequencies to expand and be heard.
Of course.
So you can hear that full sound, which is just a wonderful feathery, just billowy softness. But then when he's with the band, I love how it cuts. It just weaves through everything, and there's something so cool about that. And his vibrato, kind of like
You never lose him regardless of the instrument that he's being complemented with. You never lose sight of his tone. That's one of the magic things of his voice, and we've said many times. There's no pre-category in the brain to place him, and because of those unique frequencies.
Yeah, no, they're so healing.
Before I forget, a quick shout out to everyone who shot these videos and posted it on YouTube. So there's there's many different sites that we're referencing here, and I just want to say, after the live stream is done, we'll have the links to all of these videos, so you guys can go back and watch these directly as well. So we purposely did not record them because we just wanted to stay present, but I know a lot of you been to many of his shows and were able to do that, and so I just want to thank you everybody for doing that, all the videos that we're watching. It's greatly appreciated.
Yeah. Oh, Donovan too. He says, so it's a traditional tone he's using. Is that the one where he's going up and down, inflecting up and down?
Yeah, so
like
that would be what used to be referred to as peaking opera, was some of the that'd be more of like the glissando tone. But I'm saying, but even just the transitions, chest voice, head voice, the play that he's doing, it's still unique to him that you wouldn't necessarily hear in other traditional.
He probably goes up higher than the
instruments
usual.
as well. Maybe not higher, but definitely, like you said, there's like it cuts through in a way with it, but it's not piercing like in negatively at all. It's just he's present. There's a presence.
The spoken language is so musical too. That's got to be. I feel like that's got to be conducive to singing as well, when your language is sort of embedded in it. Yeah.
nice.
放亮你自己。
This has more of the operatic.
Yep.
Yeah, that's your traditional style. Oh, the gentleness on the release there too.
Man, that stuff just sends me.
Delicate, accurate little riff. Amazing.
I just felt this like little this stress ball just go like that during that song. It was just from yesterday. I had a really stressful day yesterday, so it was just lingering. It was not a bad day. It was just a lot of work.
Yeah.
Um,
Things build up.
So it's you just kind of aren't aware of it until it's gone. You're like, oh, thank you, Charlie.
That's
that
amazing.
song, man, he does. He just has these healing frequencies. It's nuts.
Okay. We are moving on to a song called Like a Dream back in Seattle. This will be March 5th.
Cause I'm back in Seattle again. Cause I'm back. Right?
I don't think so.
You know what song I'm referencing though, right?
It is Aerosmith, and the word is saddle. You threw an extra
Back
syllable.
in Seattle again.
I'm glad I got one of your references.
Yeah, it's fine.
The internet would have shut down our channel if I didn't know who Aerosmith was. I feel like. Oh no, I've made that error just as big before, I'm sure.
You didn't know Despacito, which is still crazy to me. The song Despacito.
Oh yeah, it's the first time I heard that one. Last week. Apparently, it's been around.
Oh, Richard.
Okay, this is okay. I got it right. Here we go.
Stuck in Lodi. That's right. Just about a year ago. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Has there been? I'm sure Zhou Shen is going to fulfill his promise to return to London. You just know he's going to keep that. But has there been any updates to that? I saw some of you in the chat talking about, that show being one that you were going to see, but then weren't able to. So I'm just curious, has there been any rumors floating around yet? I'm sure it'll happen at some point.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
He did add, I don't know if you know this, Johnny, he did add, after Melbourne, he added a couple dates in Singapore.
Virgin? Oh.
No.
Our hometown.
And that'll go all the way to April 12th and 13th. So we'll have, whatever audience choices from those shows too, we're going to have to check out.
So we're not going to go to that one?
In Singapore? I mean, I would like to. That'd be really realistic.
Let's just keep a positive attitude about it. Maybe it'll happen. Nope, no sound.
You have no sound?
No.
Oh no, it's not happening again, is it?
Oh no.
Because I'm hearing it on my end. All right, how did I fix this before? Well, we fixed this before. What happened? So,
Did you know what song I was playing?
I think I got it.
Oh, sweet.
Yes?
Beautiful.
I know how to fix things now.
Yes, that's really good. We did that part of the game.
Oh! My bad. It's in Malaysia, not Singapore. I'd still like to go to Singapore, but those are two very different places.
I'll go there too.
In my defense, it says, so I think the city they're in he's in Kuala Lumpur, and I don't know where that is. Now I do. So thank you, Malaysia. My bad. People running on Ticketmaster right now. Tickets. I'm so sorry. False alarm.
Yes.
All right, let's start this one more time. Ah. Oh, the low resonance there. Sing along. You can hear a confidence and stillness and trust that he has in the relationship between his mind, his emotional mental state, and his voice in this song. So this is a little bit further in the tour he's done. I feel like, it's less of a healing from when he was genuinely sick in London, of course, and I think more of a just owning where he's at and just having that space and getting some of that human jitters out of the way a little bit. Not to say that there couldn't have been, a 2 to 5% voice wasn't responding the way he wanted on the first night or two because he was, so sick. I'm not saying that wasn't part of it at all, but I feel like it's just hearing his tone, his control is more of a, he's feeling comfortable traveling around the world and just knowing, because when he booked this, he didn't know he was going to create a Ticketmaster war to try to get tickets to see him in every show in North America.
Good problem.
No idea. So, and then having been there, and I'm sure feeling the love and just being surrounded by all of the Shenmi and Haimi, being there. I mean, I feel like that's showing up in his voice and his presence.
Yeah, he's definitely on it. Yeah, when you talk about singers of this caliber, and when you're it's really splitting hairs. It's like you get to a certain level, and it's just you're amazing, and it's just
Sure.
those extra little percentages where it's kind of separate it. So that's kind of what you're talking about here. It's just everything we heard from the show that we were at was amazing, and this is just a little, just got that little
little difference. You know what tickets aren't sold out yet? The show he's doing in Singapore, which I feel like if I say it enough times, maybe it'll happen for all the people there. Just kidding. There's not actually any concerts, but
Right.
those tickets aren't sold yet.
这边的朋友等一下要唱得更大声，好不好？轻描重长久几行，一场梦想，饮下苦涩。
A little quick little flip there.
背着难忍，却绕不开你的心思，千万种梦，仔细听我。好，你们啦！往事流转在眼望，一遍遗忘，一遍隐藏。如果牵着的是双手，为愿你的过到终究。全场最大声音，往事流转在眼望。
It's out of his band too. His background singers,
Oh, sorry.
great band.
I agree. And I was thinking that, and then he belt out something, so I want to play it again. The band, it sounds like the band is so clean in their execution. It sounds like a studio track that he's
Pre-recorded,
singing with.
yeah.
Not because I'm not suggesting that they were stiff or wasn't, they're interacting with Charlie
No, it's so
in terms
good,
of feel,
yeah.
but it's just so consistent. And yeah, the musician level, and we saw that in Vegas. We were just like, oh my God, these
Oh
guys
yeah,
are-
and then then they start to go off, and the guitar players are soloing and stuff, and they can play.
Yeah,
They
they're serving the song throughout the song and
they're
supporting.
they're players.
Yeah, but yeah, listen what he does right here. Just even that. The warmth in that projected loud volume there.
Yeah, that
Okay,
was
so-
right on. Right on.
Right here, he says, I've got some notes. It's because of you I was being saved at last. This is at the end of Like a Dream. And then it says, it all felt like a dream to me. My world has become more beautiful when I met you in my 30,000 plus days of life. And then he's going into Floating Lights. Wow. Couple
Yeah.
things I want to mention real quick. First of all, I miss some super stickers. You guys are incredible. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you. You don't want me to even try to pronounce that, but it looks beautiful. It's
It does.
the
It
Chinese
really does,
characters
yeah.
is just artwork. It's
They
amazing. to
really
me.
are. Yeah.
Sharon, thank you so much for your super chat. Ji Wang, thank you for your super sticker. And Bernardo Ilang, am I saying that correct? Thank you very much.
Oh.
And thank you to your super sticker as well. Greatly
Red heart.
appreciated.
Yep. And thanks to Donovan for your membership. Just became a silver throne only.
Ooh, thanks for joining us. I also spotted in the chat, I don't know where it went now, but Alex that we met is also here. She's one of our Gold Throne League members. Yes.
Alex was fun to hang out with.
She was a lot of fun.
Donovan says, side note, the bookmark souvenir from the concert is scannable, so you can see the clips of the concert from that.
Got you. That's cool. And those who do become members, whether silver, gold, or diamond, you have access to the Sunday Short. So if you go to the post, make sure you check your email. Sometimes it goes to spam from Buy Me a Coffee, and links you to the post where you can suggest what Sunday Short videos you want us to react to and interact with us that way as well. Okay.
Yep.
Pull up the next song. Floating Lights. Okay, so this is gonna be our first one of watching March 1st. So this is Las Vegas. The second night is where we're going to watch this performance from.
Okay.
It's the night after we were there. Well, we met.
We were there. We just outside. Yeah.
We went to the wrong side of town that night to see a different show.
Totally different vibe. Cool in its way.
Yes.
But definitely Charlie is more in our bag.
It is, but if you didn't see that, the Trail Adventure, one of my students was performing in Vegas on March 1st, so we went to Fremont Street. Shout out to Candace. Awesome. Yeah, she's awesome, but just a completely different environment. All right.
Yep. Victor, thanks for your copy too. Real quick, please do more reactions of Zhou Shen. He had so many great new songs and performances. Thanks from Shenmi to Shenmi.
Yes,
absolutely.
We are there for that. So we're going to be here next week, same time. The week after that, same time. And I have a feeling we're not going to fit in all these songs because we're enjoying this too much. So there'll probably be one more after that. Not confirming that yet or not.
I'm for it.
All right, here we go. Floating Lights.
没错，我的走位就是这么的单一。
Suit tight.
弹指间，不想落叶，闪动一场离别。我推开无声岁月，许诺言。别问这是的照面，可曾有过岁月？走进熟悉却陌生的思念。
Okay, this is the night after we saw him. Having heard what he just did in just that first minute here, or even just the last 20 seconds, I'm hearing there's another influence that I think we mentioned in our travel adventure, but we overlooked to mention today. His travel and adaptation, sleep deprivation. We talked about that a little bit before.
Well, he referenced that during the show, how tired he was. I mean,
yes,
we were tired, and it was just a 3-hour difference for us.
And we just got to sit and watch.
Yeah.
So you can hear he is more well rested here. So part of that responsiveness of the folds, that airiness I was talking about before, that some of it could be influenced, and I'm sure it was, from I'm finally here doing it first show. There's also, again, I'm going to say it has less to do with him being sick the week, 2 weeks prior, and more to be with just more of a responsiveness of his instrument being just well slept. Because sleep is one of the, arguably the biggest influence over having healthy vocal folds. Because as you sleep, as you go through the circadian rhythm and different phases of sleep, your folds literally plump up. And it's kind of like there's a fluid. and then it reduces. So it's like, kind of like a cleansing process. It's deep tissue cellular repair. So sleep is absolutely necessary for speakers and singers. And I feel like that alone, getting the first one out and then getting some sleep, you just, it's like just allows him access to do what he does best. And you can really hear that here.
Not to discount the fact too, he sang 3 hours the night before, and he just one day rest, and he's even stronger. That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Usually, most singers have that fatigue, and they're like a little tired.
Yes,
a little hoarse. Right there.
Exactly.
I could.
这人世间仿佛3万天，3万天，因为遇到你们才更加的美好啊！
It's right off.
I could listen to that on repeat all week long. That's that's to me that's my go-to. If we have to talk about favorites, if we have to separate things, that's probably my favorite type of thing that he does is more the traditional. I don't know if it's a traditional in terms of being an old Chinese song or just more authentic to the region, but that,
Yes, his instrument in that melody, in that setting, is just beautiful. I was just thinking, you've done acupuncture before, right? I feel like you have. I have as well. I've done I've tried cupping before, I've done acupuncture. That doesn't come close to this. Just listening.
Yeah.
I mean,
dude,
I'm not dissing, Eastern, I guess traditional medicines, things like that. And I have heard, especially with acupuncture.
Zhou Shen is the traditional Eastern medicine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've heard, like even acupuncture has been kind of westernized in a way. It's not nearly as accurate or whatever, in terms of medicinal means of healing and things like that versus, actually being in Hong Kong or China mainland. But my experience with that it's been fine. I didn't
I love it. Yeah, I really like it. Yeah.
But just being bathed in him singing is just superior.
Yeah.
Just...
And listen, I know I'm not the crier on the show. I'm not going to say who is. I mean, I had some moments during that, and it was different. It wasn't like it wasn't your usual cry from sort of this makes me think of this emotional moment in my life, or this dramatic thing, or even even feeling of
triggered
love
like from a memory or something.
It's more of I mean, he does that as well, but it was more of like a release. It's like it's like when you do yoga and you just get a good pose, and there's this tears start flowing because it's releasing something that's stuck.
Yes.
That's what I got during that song, and that's when he sings those type of things. It's just
that was just a bad time to wait. Are you still there at all? I don't even hear you, Johnny. Wait, he's calling back in. Hold on. Yes. You were saying.
No. It's just good. Cathartic.
Go on.
Yeah. Just it's really and I'm not just trying to be like soundbitey. It's like, and be
no, I
with
feel
it.
you.
It's like,
yeah.
It's like legitimately healing,
Yeah.
Wow. Holy moly.
I agree. It's just powerful. Well, the reason he ran off stage from Floating Lights was because he had his first outfit change. So we're now moving on to Braveheart, which we all know I love. But having said it, because I know everybody knows I like the rock stuff, and his voice works in multiple genres, including what we're about to hear. But I agree. I think there's something in that genre, musically stylistic, that is pretty special.
Yeah, and maybe it's just because it is so unique to us, and
it's not our everyday. Yeah,
I mean, because we're so used to more of a Western sound, which I love that he incorporates Western sounds while staying true to himself as well. But yeah, that just transports me like very few things do.
Crazy. Real quick before I play hard, thank you, Super Chat, to this fantastic painting of a name I don't know how to say.
I know.
Knowing
just the description of those words too.
I know there's Sarah always
describe it. It's like, man, it's really. I mean, I love the culture. I just love it so much. I always have.
And you wrote knowing you both because of Zhou Shen, and then like you, P.S. You can call me Type a Little Dear.
Taipei?
I don't know if I'm saying that right. Oh, you can see it. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. All right, here we go with Braveheart.
Oh, man. I'm still getting over that last one. Jeez.
I know. It stays with you.
Yeah, it does. And then we go to this song.
No. Exactly. That's why you went offline. We're back in Seattle, by the way.
Okay. Thanks, Alex.
Just the first verse has more of a breathy kind of like whispery sound, and then the evolution coming back to the second verse, da 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 da. He's got like this little darker like edgy tone kind of mixed in with it, so you feel like it's not just a repeat of the first verse. He does this a lot. He evolves the songs in different ways. So that's what he's doing here. And the chorus is more similar that you hear in the first chorus. We haven't gotten to the second and third yet, but to what we heard live, there's sometimes a note changes there. Sometimes you hold out something longer. Sometimes there's more emphasis, like a percussive, like attack on things. But when you listen to great singers like Charlie, there's always at least a subconscious feeling of evolution. Like it's, because it's not just copy paste. It's not just here's the same delivery repeated over and over. And of course, it all being 100% live and not digitally improved or enhanced in any way other than some reverb or delay. You get that authentic sensation of evolution and presence in every song. It's just
that's what I like to do in a recording too, is to change it up. So just keep moving it forward, even though these days, I mean, it's commonplace to just copy paste, have the same thing every
easier,
time.
faster.
It's easier, yeah. So I definitely create more work for myself, but I like that. I mean, I guess it's more old school. I like it.
Ditto.
A great riff.
Headbanging.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, I do love this riff. Your daughter has good taste, Rihanna. Oh, it's shredded.
Nice.
Where is he sitting on this? Piano wise.
Flat.
But what does he go up to?
D flat.
Gotcha. Yeah. So that here.
Oh God.
He can play too. See, he can hang out. Hi. Okay. So
Well, why do I feel like my Shenmi can play better than your Shenmi?
I also have the Shen Shen. So he can outplay you all. He
For
can
more refined playing, yeah.
So anyway, my point of bringing this up was that chorus is so difficult to sing because it's a lot of air pressure. He's keeping in the upper end of his chest voice, so the vocal folds are a little bit thicker, giving like that warmer, bigger sound. And the whole chorus just sitting in these notes is really fatiguing in general. So the balance you have to have so you don't burn yourself out. And he's like, what song number is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're like 8 songs in out of like 30. And the willingness to sing that song this relatively early in the set is just it's a bold move for most singers. For him, it's just another song in the midst of this landscape of incredible pieces of music, changing genres and everything else. But typically that's a song you want to put towards the end. It doesn't have the highest notes in his set, but because of the style of song, to put it that early just shows his ability to, again, to pace his voice and just his mastery of it.
And his ability to cut. Again, his voice just can be so pervasive, so just thick, and it just covers the whole room. And then also it can just be a laser beam.
Crazy.
Usually it's one or the other.
Yeah. Okay. Next up.
By the way, that was one of the songs that was playing when we went to the pre-party, and we they wanted us to dance by that inflatable tube man, awkwardly dance. So there's video of that.
Fun footage of us being
blackmail.
All right, we are moving on to Mirage. Love this song. Love this song. Wait, why isn't it popping up? Right, there you are. We are back in Las Vegas again. So February 28th is the opening night of Mirage. And I know, that's such a great hook. I do like it in electric guitar.
这些的白鸽从空中飞过，要如何平静地再看成鲜花
I love this one too.
I know.
说子的成婚是否更缤纷？放生的情人是否更忠贞？推开城门，还有安闲充满。生命何尝不是从感到热？倘若感动时候依然有泪在流，不管是否伸出那刹那，世界如何几个，情愿一生如梦游。
I love it. I love that harmony.
I do too.
That's great. So that's the parallel fifths. Cool. Yeah.
All right, now I'm over to you. Source again.
Okay.
It took me a I was
Yeah. So
down.
the melody is obviously da 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 it's those last two notes go from a C to a D.
Right.
And then the harmony that they're using is what kind of gives it that really interesting sound. So it's it's just not a typical thing. It usually would maybe go maybe something like that, but the fact
But
that
I
the
think-
harmony is on that ninth tone, which
Yes.
gives
And
it
that's
that
part
angular
of what,
sound.
to me, this song is very hypnotic, right? So when I play this one in the car, it's because it's on his latest album, and it's elements like that. And I'm glad you pointed that out, but also just the way the drums are paced, just everything. There's just something a little droning about it.
Yeah, a nice
And that-
halftime feel.
Yeah, that parallel movement is what just creates such a cool sound, and I find the song to be more introspective as a result. So it's really well crafted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also that melody for the so where he's kind of accenting notes, finishing the phrases, it's not so there's what's called chord tones, which basically, if you think of a chord in the most simple way, there's 3 notes. Okay.
What chord
So,
do you want me to do? You can just see it a little better this way.
So do a G minor.
Okay, so.
Okay, so you got your
3.
Yep, G, B flat, D, and where he's ending the phrase. Okay, so he's ending on a C, which is do the middle C.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so he's.
Or I'm sorry, octave up. Sorry.
Let's make it a little easier. So he's
Yeah.
it's the sus4 then, right? Like.
Yeah. Yep. So because he's not landing on a chord tone, if he was landing on a B flat or a D, it would have more of
Yeah,
more of
it
a
would
sort
feel
of-
like it's ending almost,
a little
right?
more settled sounding because it's right in the chord. Because he's playing something outside of the chord, which is a passing tone.
Yeah.
It just gives that little
That's
bit
cool.
of a little off kilter thing.
Very,
Which-
very cool.
Works really well in the song. Yeah, it's so good.
What is that riff? What?
Is it going down the G minor scale? Yeah.
Let me demonstrate this for you.
Okay, go for it.
G minor. Hold on. So that's that, right? Ah? Was it in
There
that
you go.
vein?
There you go.
So-
Yep.
So again, we're going from that because he had the "Can It Be Real," that breathy tone, like purposely leaking the tone. Then it gets like a clear sound, and then kind of cascading down just to give it. And I don't think he does that exactly on the Shen
Yeah.
album. I think there's a little variation that's there. I'd have to go back and hear it, but just
And again, I feel
always.
like that area of notes also, I feel like that's his. I don't know for certain because he doesn't really have a tell as far as his
Yes.
register changes because it's always
right,
so smooth.
Right.
It seems like that is sort of the area which is it would be tougher to navigate,
Mm-hmm.
and the way he threads that needle is just so precise.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yes.
This song is so cool. This song is really, really cool.
So cool. I just love the whole vibe of it, and where it sits on the album too, in terms of how it's an album listen. There's a lot of songs, a lot of artists right now that are just releasing, here's a series of singles, let's put the 3 most popular, let's stack them in the front, and then we have other ideas in the back. So the lost art in a lot of today's music is having an album to listen to that is crafted to go from one song to another, to not necessarily tell a story. It's not always themed, of course, but just a feeling of flow or a purposeful disruption of flow to generate something new. And that's what he did with the Shen Self, which I really like.
It doesn't have to be a lyrical story or thematic story, but it's telling the story of you as an artist, because it's getting your whole, everything you do. I mean, not everything, but a lot of what you do.
Okay, let me first thank you, Super Chats. We have a key in. Thank you very much.
Let me thank you, Super Chats.
There it is. Now we have a theme song for that too. A Super Chat theme song. Because that's the thing. I think we had a copy coming as well.
Yes. So someone bought us 3 coffees. It was nice meeting you in Vegas. Thank you so much for reacting to his concert.
Who are you, someone? We met. We met.
Oh, there's
lots
another
of someones.
There was another someone actually. Someone bought us 5 coffees. Love Charlie. Support you all. Thank you
very
so
much,
guys. You guys are
thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for your part in playing and getting us there to begin with.
Yes.
And also thank you for just helping our channel in general. It's really
your support for this page has been huge. In fact, we just started a Throga charts, and we're doing a weekly charts that shows the top 10 most played. And tomorrow there's another one. Shenmi RZ, thank you very much for your coffee. What did they say? Sorry, I missed it.
They said, I only hear what I want to. No. Shenmi RZ bought you a coffee. Welcome to Zhou Shen's Rice family, Richard and Johnny. Honored to Shen Self. Happy
to be here. And because it just came in, BWCHIU. Thank you for your super chat as well. And what else do you say?
Actually, if you say that fast,
I have heard that song. What I was going to say is the Throga charts come up tonight, actually. So it shows the top 20 artists that is included for the views, engagement, the coffees, like all of that is put together in an algorithm to show the metrics. And be no surprise, you can see it tonight. Shocker, Zhou Shen is our #1 of our top 20 artists channel wide, and it's because of you guys. It's because of your attendance here in the live chat. It's your likes, your shares, all of that, your donations, and greatly appreciated. And we're happy to celebrate his artistry on our channel along with you.
Absolutely, Ben.
Okay.
Absolute pleasure.
We've got one more for today. Maybe we can fit 2 in. I'm not sure. Okay, we're definitely doing one more, and it's The Giver. Oh, what a great song. So we're going to do The Giver. This is going to be from New York City. So this is our first video that we're watching today from the New York City performance. This is from March 9th. Pull this up. This is on Billy. So hold on, let me just adjust the size and everything here.
Yes, Severance.
What is that? Oh, the show I haven't seen yet. And unmute.
The show is awesome.
All right. Here we are. First clip from New York City. Yes, this will be it for today, but we're going to be back next week, and we're going to pick up with High. And then we have the Memory Store and Restart and Shallow. And let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, dude, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 30. So currently we have 37 more songs to do from the world tour.
Goodness.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get past part 3 as far as the concert review. We might have bitten off more than we could chew. But
Oh my
whatever.
goodness. Yeah, whatever.
We're here for it. Oh my goodness.
Talk about 2 hours going by just like that. I mean,
Oh my God.
Usually I'm tired after a certain amount of time, and I'm just keep going.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I think, wait, I have to start at the right time. Starts at 3:43. Jump ahead. I thought I was ready, but I wasn't. Here we go.
These dancers are great too, by the way. Love them.
This entire team.
That's cool.
It almost has like a reverse sound built into like this.
Still hypnotic vibe of the last.
Yes, yes. Sorry, pause real quick. Just want to point out what Alex is as well. Thank you for the reminder, Alex. Yes, thank you everybody who sent these in. We had people send in links to them. Guy was a huge help assisting or organizing this massive list. There's some other resources. And we do greatly appreciate that, of course.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Look at it all. And again, we will have the links in the description shortly after this live stream is done, so you can go back and watch these videos directly as well. Billy!
Oh. Jeez. Did we lose the chat?
What's going on?
I lost the chat.
Did Billy take your chat?
Yeah, I think Billy took it last time too. Little sneak.
You can't find it?
I'll get another one. It's okay. You can keep going.
Sorry. I'm just gonna play with this button here. So you can bounce back and forth, little rice man. All right. Are we good?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, real quick, while we're paused, so this way I don't want to pause it again. Real quick, coffees that just came in, and then we'll play this through.
Okay. Yes. All right. Hold on. So many things happening. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. Yes. Latte Lover, our wonderful latte lover, bought us 10 coffees. So awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So much fun to relive this concert experience with you.
Yes. Same.
Absolutely. It was great. And we had to hang out with Latte Lover when we were there.
Yes.
Too. So fun.
I got to hang out with her in New York City. Oh, right. You weren't there.
Oh, shush your mouth. And then Rihanna, who actually bought us a copy before, is now a member.
Awesome.
Rihanna, thank you for showing your love and support to Zhou Shen and many more great singers from around the world. Your reactions are the best.
Thank you so much. And be sure to, if there's Zhou Shen shorts, like with TikTok, Instagram, wherever, as long as they're under 2 minutes, you can suggest them in the posts, in our Sunday short posts, and we go back and watch them, and that's part of the exclusive content that we react to, so you can go check that out as well. Okay, here we go. Hitting play.
Yes, exactly, Alice.
excuse my pause here. I'm reading a little bit with the lyrics in the background. I know we've reacted to the song. I've heard the song many times actually, but I don't hear it in English. So I'm just reminded a little bit more of what the song's about. I remember having a conversation with Robbie too, talking about, or maybe this might have even been during one of our Diamond members. I don't think it was while we were in Vegas, but when you hear his songs, not having no idea what the lyrics are about, you can still fully enjoy them. Of course, that's not unique to Charlie. Obviously, any great, well-crafted song and a great singer can convey an emotion and tell a story that's there. But the depth of the actual lyrics they're so introspective. They're questioning reality and emotions and the meaning of things, particularly with a song like this. And it just adds, it makes you want to go back and repeat that song and experience the soundscapes that accompany the meaning. And there's this feeling of invitation that you keep wanting to come back to, especially with something hypnotic and interesting and fascinating as a piece like this.
He always has something to say. And even in his, it's one thing to have those type of messages in more of the traditional stuff, but in the more sort of pop, bringing in some of the Western elements, for just a totally obtuse way of putting it. It's this, but just more of the pop commerciality. To that's where you tend to go into like, okay, well, I'll just sing about nothing. It's just the fact that he's
filler.
just filler, just something that sounds good. You can, and again, I really like simple songs too. I like songs about a boy and a girl, or girl and girl, boy and boy, whatever it is. Love songs, simple songs. And it doesn't always have to be this esoteric, big, deep meaning, but I love that he does that. I think he
takes it on.
I just love it because it's an experience for me, and it's I didn't get a chance to meditate this morning, and every time I watch Zhou Shen for an extended period of time, it's like I just had my meditation. So good, killing two birds with one stone. I like it.
Oh my goodness! Bye, Chris. Go take care of your puppy.
Oh, see you, Chris.
As Robbie's saying, he hits on the subconscious level. He absolutely does, and
yeah, he really does.
I just love that he's able to go and really execute it, not just conceptually, but genuinely execute these ideas. Is just incredible. And while we're paused, so we're not doing an extra pause, thank you, Faye E, for your super chat. Greatly appreciated. And Crazy Pig, Crazy Pig. Wait, what is that? Wait.
That's Spider Pig. Does whatever a Spider Pig does. In the Simpsons movie. I got a couple coffees too.
Thank you very much.
Got Catwalk on the catwalk. Thanks for reacting to. She bought a coffee. I'm assuming it's she. I don't know. Thanks for reacting to Zhou Shen concert. Always awesome to be part of this concert, his concert. And Charlie is so sincere, and he brings us the best experience that we could have. Absolutely.
Yes.
Then Carmen Chan bought us 3 coffees. She says, thank you for sharing your professional opinion on Shen's concert.
Thank you very much.
Our absolute pleasure.
And I saw Donovan, I lost you in our remember as of today, you mentioned something about Zhou Shen's TikTok challenge. We actually just reacted to that with his short. So that comes out this Sunday. You'll see that, where he was like reacting to himself like every other word.
What's better than one Zhou Shen? 2 Zhou Shen.
2, yeah, exactly. All right, here we go. There's not much left here. Let me back it up a little bit. Get into this last chorus.
被人左右，无力追找，你终将何去何从？为何你心情感情从来不相同？为何你内心的痛少得越笼统？千疮百孔，暗藏担忧，你却看不见自己快要断流。落空，希望尘封，悄悄无人听。
dancing with everything too.
I know. Yeah.
给世界最大公，给自己最大求生，为爱最后。你是靠左手靠，靠着靠，不敢靠向有时候我学会痛，没人痛。
Ah, that push right there. Making awesome.
I know. It just put you into space. Just put you into space.
You know, I'm going to go to the outro page, but I need to do something real quick. Hold on. I love you, Johnny, but after that, I just want silence with this. Are you good with that? Just because it's Johnny singing, and I love your voice. I'm one of your biggest
thank you.
fans. I genuinely am. But after all of that, 2 hours of, like after a great yoga session or acupuncture.
Oh, I see where this is going. Yeah, you don't want me.
I'm saying normally you would be welcome to. Right now, I need the Zhou Shen space.
I can dig that. I can dig it.
We support it. It's out of love. So we're going to play this in silence. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. This was amazing with our little bouncy rice man, our bouncy baby rice man in the corner.
Oh,
Thank
my
you
goodness.
for all of the super chats. Thank you for the coffees. Thank you for all of our Thronely members. You know what? This doesn't feel right. This is a celebration.
I like
we
it.
had a great time. No,
Okay, all right.
I need to hear Johnny. Doesn't feel right.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. We hope you had a great day. We will see you next week, same time, same place, for part 2 of who knows how many.
Keep it going.
We hope you have a great day. Thank you, everyone. Bye
Thank you
for
guys so
now.
much.
We love you.